name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the bookie killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Darren Otero, a.k.a. Steve Stevens, the Bookie Killer, sitting here with my ride-along host, the Paparazzi. What's poppin'?
Well, you know, I took into some consideration some of the comments last week. We were having a discussion about me looking for love. You know, a couple of guys said, I'll never find it. A couple of guys said, go look for a puppy.
9 out of 10 of them said they love Steve Stevens' advice.
Yeah. I mean, everybody loves Steve Stevens' advice. That's for sure.
No doubt about it. When it comes down to them women, bro, I know them hand to fucking foot, all about it. But we didn't do the podcast yesterday.
No.
Due to me going on a runner till about 8 in the morning Wednesday night, I'll admit. Had a blast, did my thing. Hit a royal flush for $200,000.
Not a bad night.
And proceeded to put it all back on the blackjack table.
Yes.
Thanks to a little bit of, what was the tequila I was drinking?
I don't know which tequila.
Well, I started off with Casamigos, and then went into some 42. And that tequila, boy, that gets me roaring.
Yeah.
You want to talk about getting me hyped up going on a runner, boy. All I need is to start off with one shot of tequila, and it is what it is.
Did you end up coming home with any of the $200,000 or all went back?
No, I came home with like 30, 40 G's all wrinkled up in my pockets and shit. Had some chapped lips, fucking wondering where I was. One thing about me, man, when I walk out the casino and it's daylight, oh, that's like a vampire scene. I didn't know what to do. I can't stand that. My whole day's ruined the next day. But I'm back on track. I'm back focused, and here we are. It's October, what is today, 22nd?
22nd.
Want to wish a happy birthday to my mom. Kathy, happy birthday, Mom. I love you. We got a big, nice celebration planned out for you tonight, so should be a very, very extravagant dinner and a very good night for you, and got you a special, beautiful gift. Podcast number 337, show sponsored by Wager Attack and Blue Chew. You guys want to get a hold of us, 877-220-6540. Go to our website, VIPSportsLasVegas.com. Put your phone number in, and we'll get back with you with a free pick. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at VIPSportsLV. If you don't want to call, direct message is the best way of doing business, and you'll hear back from us immediately. Guys, we will not spam you about any contests or promotions. So if you get contacted by an account with my picture or my family's pictures or anything that has anything to do with me, make sure you look for that blue check mark to know that it's me for your own safety.
Yeah, in today's day and age, guys are actually getting fake check marks somehow. They buy
them.
They buy these
Same
these
thing
fake
William
followers.
Smith did. They buy fake followers, fake everything.
Yeah, you need to do your due diligence and make sure you're working with a company like VIP Sports before you go and invest your money and get taken.
But I think you hit it on the head when you just said a company.
Yeah.
You know, like a real company.
Yeah.
Not a guy on Instagram and Twitter that's a fraud, doesn't have a license, doesn't pay taxes, like a real corporation like we have over here.
Correct.
That's what you want to deal with.
Correct.
So get in, subscribe to the podcast on YouTube, wherever you listen to the podcast. Click the bell on YouTube to receive notifications on all the videos we post. We greatly appreciate your thumbs up, and we do read all of your comments.
And guys, remember, there's going to be a lot of delays on Christmas gifts and everything like that, so you can definitely get in the game, set yourself up with our Absolute Blowout Winner merchandise, T-shirts, hoodies, and more for the recreational or professional sports bettor who wants to be a winner inside and outside of the sportsbook. And if you visit AbsoluteBlowoutWinner.com today, we're offering a free face mask with any purchase of $20 or more. You've got winners, you've got losers. Which one are you?
Before we get into it any further, I told you guys I was giving somebody $500 in cash.
Yes.
And without no further ado, thank you for everybody that entered the contest. I think I will do more here in the future to give back to you guys, to help you grow. As I make money, I like to spread money around. But with no further ado, the winner of the $500 in cash is at James Clay. At James Clay. James Clay, give me a call. Come claim your $500 in cash. And like I said, if I was you, I would reinvest that $500 in some of those owner selections, work your way up to the personal plays, and I'll show you how to flip that $500 into thousands of dollars. But I appreciate everybody that entered. I appreciate your support. And James Clay, you are the $500 winner.
Nice
Congratulations, my friend. DM us immediately.
I'm hoping, too, to have like a grand prize winner where we actually fly somebody out here. They get to come to the office, get to have dinner with you, and maybe make a special cameo on one of the episodes for $1 Million Weekend.
Well, I don't know about if I'm going to promise the $1 Million Weekend, but you're right. Our next contest is going to be where I fly somebody out here to town. We go to dinner together. We hang out, make some money together, bring you to the office, and maybe have them sit in on the podcast.
Yeah, something like that. I think that'd be great for our fella.
You guys let me know. You guys want me to do something like that? You want to come out and hang with El Scorcho for a weekend so I can roll out that red carpet and give you that Rolls Royce treatment? Hit me up immediately. Let's get right into NBA. Doc Rivers asked Ben Simmons to join a defensive drill in practice. Simmons refused. Rivers asked again. Simmons said no again. Rivers then told Simmons he should go home. And Simmons dropped the ball and bounced like a ball and left.
Yeah, this situation is not getting better. Yesterday, Simmons listed his New Jersey home up for sale. I guess today there's something going on where Simmons is saying, and I just heard this, might be some mental health issues. This guy's not good for this team. He's toxic. It's a situation that you got to get rid of. Just like Kyrie's away from the Nets, they have to get Ben Simmons away and go forward with the guys they have, or this distraction is going to just keep being there, and this team is not going to be able to move forward.
Well, not only that, if he's toxic for this team, he's toxic for every team, plain and fucking simple. And it blows my mind that these guys are that stupid and willing to lose millions and millions of dollars over their attitude or their pride.
Yeah, and they're just doing this for their career. It's going to make other franchises not want to take them on, not deal with them. I mean, look at Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick stood up for a social issue, never played another down in the NFL again because his drama, these organizations do not want to take on. They don't want to bring this to the team. It's so sensitive, and there's so much money and so much to be lost, they don't want to internally take it on. And Ben Simmons is really costing himself.
But somebody had to do it, and Colin took one for the team, and I do respect what he did and what he stood up for.
Yeah, no. I don't disagree with what Colin did with, but it's just you go and you put a stigma on yourself, and then these teams don't want to take on the drama.
No doubt about it. Some off the field, and not to mention another college coach just got fired for not getting vaccinated.
Yeah.
There ain't a way in the world that I'm going to not get a shot and lose millions and millions of dollars. Yeah. For those people that think there's going to be protesting and people that are willing to walk away from their job to not get the shots, if you think there's going to be a resolution where in the next couple months it's going to work out to where people stand up and you don't have to get your shots, well, you're sadly fucking mistaken.
Very.
It is what it is. So don't lose your job over this shit. Go get your shot, handle it, and move on. Some off-the-field news. Washington State fired their football coach, Nick Rolovich, and 4 of his assistants after they refused to comply with the mandate that all employees must be vaccinated with the COVID shot 19. Washington State's administration's hands were basically tied because it is a state mandate involving state employees.
And that's what's going to happen. California now has...
It's not an individual thing, it's a state thing.
Correct. California now has a mandate, state mandate. It takes effect in a few days where you go into a salon, you have to show your vaccination card. You go into a restaurant, anywhere you go, you have to do it. And it's going to start happening in every state. You want to travel, you want to go to a sporting event, you want to go out to a restaurant, you want to go to a salon, you have to be vaccinated. So guys, just like, I have our producer of the show, him and I have this argument every day. He says nobody should be able to be forced to have something put in your body. I do agree with that, but it's the same thing like you want to go out in public, you have to have clothes on. Otherwise, stay in your house, stay naked all day. But if you want to go join society, there's certain rules. And one of the rules is going to be you have to be vaccinated.
Not only this, but a lot of these people that are in professional sports, they have street game. They're not fucking squares, okay? Right. So the guys that are standing up not taking the shots, why don't they be like the other OGs in professional sports, which I personally know dozens, that went and bought the vaccinated card and shut the fuck up?
Yeah.
Just secretly say that you got your shots, have your card, and shut the fuck up. I mean, I'm not here to expose nobody, but over 50% of professional athletes have bought their vaccination card.
With
It's
that
not a
amount
secret.
with that amount of money, I'm sure.
And that's what you're supposed to do.
They're able to go find the
You're supposed to
resources.
do it, pay for it, shut up about it, and move on.
Yeah.
That's plain and fucking simple. That's what Kyrie should have did, and that's definitely what Nick Rolovich should have did as a head coach of the football team. NBA championship odds at Caesar Sportsbook. More money has been bet on the Lakers to win the championship than all other teams combined. Well, they better learn how to work together and stop playing street ball is all I can fucking tell you. I figure that they'll get it together, after a few dozen games. But as of right now, do they look like they can go win the championship easily? Absolutely not.
No.
Brooklyn plus 230, by the way. Lakers plus 400. Bucks plus 800. Golden State plus 1,000. Suns plus 1,500. Jazz plus 1,500. Clippers plus 1,800.
Well, they're missing some teams on there. I mean, how you leave off Phoenix, who went to the finals, I don't know. Now, do I think Phoenix is going to win the championship? No. Denver,
Phoenix will be pounding people throughout the year. I promise you that.
Denver's not on that list, but more importantly,
Denver will cover the spread a lot this year.
the team that may be second or third best in the East is the Miami Heat, and they dominated Milwaukee last night. And Miami definitely deserves to be on the list, and I don't know off the top of my head what their plus, but they're definitely worth a few dollars. They made a couple key additions this season, and they are for real. They had a great preseason, only lost one game, and that's when they rested 11 starters, pounded Milwaukee last night, and Miami Heat, they are for real.
Major League Baseball playoffs are in full effect, and the NHL season is off to a great start at VIP Sports. So, get in the game, guys. Entertainment. A Los Angeles judge has approved a petition by Kanye West to officially change his name to Ye with no middle or last name. Yeah. Kanyeezy.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Kanye is a fucking weirdo.
So he changed his name to Ye.
As somebody who's worked on him for many years, talented guy, extremely talented, good father, just whack job. Bipolar. I mean, it's proven he's bipolar. He's been diagnosed with it. Just very, very strange fucking guy. I don't know why this guy is doing this. He should worry about his career, his family, and helping out less fortunate people, not worried about Ye.
In entertainment news, Doja Cat has surpassed Drake as the rapper with the most monthly listeners on Spotify. Doja Cat clocked in over 300,000 more listeners than Drake for a monthly total of over 63 million. That's fucking amazing.
That is, but when we have Doja Cat come on the Heat or whatever we're listening to in the office, do you turn that off and try to find Drake, or are you listening to Doja Cat?
I'll turn the channel for sure.
Yeah, me too.
Let's do a little recap. The over is now 8-1 in the last 9 Monday night games. Guys, I told you bet the Monday night game over every single time. They're 8-1. What else you want from me? Here's another stat. NFL 1 p.m. slate, first half unders were 6-1 on Sunday and now stand at a 34-17 on the under for the 1 o'clock games, first half unders. Think those are stats that you see on your game sheet?
No.
You show me where you can find a stat on the fucking game sheet that tells you about 1 p.m. games, first half over-unders. Steve Stevens is the only one that brings you that fire. I want to recap some other stuff. I said, ride the Dallas Cowboys until they don't cover. Didn't I?
You did. I didn't listen. But
Result, Dallas fought off New England and won and covered 35-29. Dallas is now 6-0 against the spread. Dallas has a bye week this week. Dallas' next 3 games after the bye are against Minnesota, Denver, and Atlanta. The question, are the Cowboys legitimate Super Bowl contenders? And the answer is yes, they are.
yeah, 100%.
As much as you don't want to believe it, yes, they are.
I unfortunately didn't listen to your advice on that one the other
And they were contenders when Dak hurt himself last year as well.
Correct. Dallas is a good team. They put money into that team.
They put everything they got into that team.
With Dak and Ezekiel playing good and some of the other guys playing good, tell me why they're not. They're playing as good a football as anybody else in there, so 100% they're contenders. Here's
Here's a stat. Dallas is just 13th in NFL, 13th NFL team since 1980 to start the season 6-0. The 13th team since 1980 to start off 6-0. So to start off 6-0 is obviously a very difficult thing to do in the NFL.
Yes, it is.
Let alone covering against the spread, 6-0. Shout out to the Dallas Cowboys. I also said Arizona Cardinals are red hot against the spread. Result, Arizona won and covered easily 34-17 over the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, Arizona has looked mighty impressive, both offensively and defensively. I think everybody knew that Arizona was going to be better. They've put Kyler Murray with some weapons. They got T.J. Watt on defense. So I think everybody knew Arizona was going to be an improved team, but I don't think everybody expected them to be where they are, the only undefeated team left right now.
I can tell you right now that the odds makers think that they're real deal, and I'll tell you why. Arizona is a 18-point favorite at home against the Houston Texans.
They deserve to
For
be.
the odds makers to give you a minus 18, they definitely think you guys are a powerhouse team, no doubt about it. Arizona's 5-1 against the spread, by the way. Houston is 1-5 straight up, 3-3 against the spread. Houston's last 2 road games, they lost 40-0 to Buffalo and 31-3 last week to Indy.
Yeah, I don't see things getting much better for Houston, to be honest with you, this week.
Arizona will play host to the red-hot Green Bay Packers next Thursday night in a must-see marquee matchup. I'm looking forward to that game as well. Here's a preview. Green Bay is 9.5-point favorites at home this week against the Washington football team with a 49-point total. Green Bay is just 5-1 straight up and has covered 5 straight games against the spread. What a turnaround from game 1.
Yep.
Fucking Aaron come out looking skinny, looking like he was Hollywood's man, came back strong, so we'll see. Washington 2-4 straight up and has covered just 1 game this year. Washington scored just 13 points on Kansas City last week. Here's the total trend. The under is 6-1 in Washington's last 7 games after scoring less than 15 points in their previous game.
I'll tell you what, guys, I lean to Washington being able to stay in this game. I think they will be able to keep the game tight. I don't think that Aaron Rodgers is going to put up 400 yards. I don't think Green Bay scoring 35 points in this game. And I see Washington being able to stay with them in this game being a lot closer than a lot of people think.
I'm going to do one more preview. Baltimore Ravens absolutely blew out the LA Chargers last week. Baltimore this week is a 6-point favorite at home against the Cincinnati Bengals. Total is 47. Here's some stats, guys. With Sunday's 34-6 rout of the LA Chargers, Lamar Jackson set the NFL record for the most wins by a quarterback under the age of 25 since 1970 merger. His 35th victory moved him past the great Dan Marino. Baltimore 2-1 against the spread in their last 3 games and just missed covering against Indy. And Indy, by the way, has quietly covered 3 straight games.
Carson Wentz looks like the old Carson Wentz back with Frank Reich. Those two were together. That's when Philadelphia won the Super Bowl. Wentz got hurt late in the year, and that's when, Nick Foles came in and took over. But those two are reunited, and Carson Wentz has definitely woke up. Even on the Monday night game 2 weeks ago, he threw for over 400 yards when they blew that game.
Cincinnati 4-2 straight up and in second place in the AFC North behind Baltimore. Cincinnati is both 2-1 straight up and 2-1 against the spread on the road this season, and all 3 road games have hit the under.
And Cincinnati is missing one of their 2 top receivers for this game as well. So Joe Burrows will be down one weapon. This game will be a tough game. It's always a good rivalry, Cincinnati and Baltimore. But Baltimore looks great at home. They've won 5 straight games outright after losing in overtime their first game here in Las Vegas. So Baltimore looks really, really good. They're leading that division and probably going to get the W at home.
Let's move right into college football. Who's that sponsored by?
My boys over at Blue Chew. Well, fall is here, guys, and we could all use a stiff breeze. That's right. This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Guys, confidence can take you far in life. It can also help in the bedroom, especially when it comes time to step up to the plate. That's where Blue Chew comes in. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable tablets and at a fraction of the cost. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. The best part? It's all done online. So no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package.
Yes, they are. With Blue Chew, men everywhere are excited to see the postman because when your package has arrived, your package has arrived. Fair
Ding,
enough?
ding, ding.
So if you could benefit from extra confidence when it's time to perform, Blue Chew can help. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew for free when you use our promotional code VIP at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com, promo code VIP to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring our show. You know, one of the craziest recaps ever. Last week I said Kansas, Missouri, New Mexico, and Clemson are great teams to fade, and a combined 0-22 against the spread. I even went over the list twice to tell you fucking guys exactly what's going on. Guess what the result? All teams that I mentioned did not cover the fucking spread. These teams are now combined 0-26. Are you guys ever going to listen and pay attention? I gave you 5 teams to fade, and they all covered. What else you want from me, guys? You watch this show to get information. You're supposed to get a couple pieces, and then you're supposed to call the office. The whole idea of me running these promotions for small guys is to work your way up to owner selections. Make yourself a few thousand, 10,000, and work your way up to my personal plays, which are the same games that I bet that have made me a multi-millionaire. So for all you big guys that are dead serious about making money betting sports, give me a call, sign up for our personal plays, and let me go make you a second income while you focus on your life.
And just to go just a little bit further, just for 1 second, there's lots of companies, guys. There's lots of scam artists out there. There's a difference when you're dealing with VIP sports, because not only are you getting top-level plays that are going to make you money, you're also going to deal with him or somebody here on the sales force that's going to explain to you why we're different, why his system of money management and discipline works.
That's not just giving you games.
Correct. You're going to see why VIP sports is at the top of the game, a cut way above everybody else. So you're not just calling to get games. You're understanding it how to win betting sports to earn your family a second income, possibly make this your retirement so you don't have to work till you're 80 years old and be able to set your family up. And that's the difference with VIP sports. And honestly, you should take the 10, 15 minutes to give this man a call and understand why VIP sports is a lot different than anybody else you've ever dealt with.
By the way, there's a new favorite to win the ACC conference. This fucking stat here is amazing. Pittsburgh was plus 6,600 in the beginning of the season. They're now plus $1.50.
I think I bet 1,000 with you. I took them $1,000.
Oh, did you? I hear you. We'll cancel that bet. Fair enough?
Okay.
Preview, Clemson at Pittsburgh. Speaking of Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh's minus 3.5. This is the first time Clemson isn't the favorite in a regular season game since 2016. Clemson just isn't the team they used to be, and their covering against the spread is El Shitzo.
Yeah, I mean, you cannot bet with your heart, and you can't say, oh, Clemson's the team from the past. Clemson, when you see that they're not the team of the past because they haven't covered a game yet, you can't just say, this will be the week that Clemson comes back. It's not the same team. There's a reason Pittsburgh is made the favorite. You better think about that.
Well, not only that, Clemson, I'm sure they're tired of all the negative press and will be fired up to try to knock off Pitt. So, I mean, we'll see. Is that a game you put 6 figures on? Absolutely not. Here's the trend. Pittsburgh 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 games. Clemson is 0-6 against the spread this season. Like I said, straight Shitsville. The trend, Pittsburgh has hit the over in 5 straight home games. So if you were going to have a bigger play on that, I would definitely be looking at the total. Another recap, we said Georgia only gives up 5 points per game and Kentucky only gives up 17 points per game. Result, both teams combined for 43 points, which was just below the total, and an absolute blowout winner to the over. Another golden nugget I gave you guys out. There's not another show in this fucking world that gives you guys more winners against the spread than I do. If you doubt it, go back 336 episodes if you think it's a fucking game, guys. I do this show for you. I mean, don't get me wrong, the $30,000 a month in sponsors helps as well, but I do the show at the end of the day to help you guys out. Sports betting is now legal in dozens of states. A lot of amateur sports bettors out there that don't know what to do, and I feel that it's my responsibility to not only explain to you guys what it means for sports betting to be legal, but how to make money doing it. There's more money to be made in sports betting than any other investment in the fucking world. Here's another recap. I said Cincinnati is red hot against the spread. Result, Cincinnati won and covered easily 56-21 over UCF. Another absolute blowout winner from El Scorcho.
I've talked about Cincinnati since before week 1, told you guys that they are definitely a top 5 team. They're historically defensively great, in which they are again this year, but they have an offense this year, and that's the big difference, and they've been steamrolling teams. Now this week, they're on the road over at Navy, and the total in this game is 48.5. The trend here, Cincinnati is 6-1 against the spread in its last 7 games, but be careful, Navy is 12-6 against the spread in their last 18 home games.
Yes, I'm going to preview another game. Number 25, Purdue is plus 3 points at home against the Wisconsin Badgers. Purdue coming off that huge upset over number 3 ranked Iowa. Wisconsin is 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 games on the road against Purdue. Here's the trend. Purdue has hit the under in 5 straight games.
You know, Purdue went over there into Iowa. Iowa was the big, bad Big Ten machine. Looked like an easy game for Iowa, and Purdue just went over there and beat the shit out of them all game long. So Purdue is definitely impressed, and that'll be a good game.
I also said Texas A&M just upset Alabama, and Missouri is 0-6 against the spread this season. Result, Texas A&M won and covered easily 35-14 over Missouri. Guys, you are falling. I mean, I'm giving you straight winners, recap, giving you previews, telling you who's going to win the game, and hitting 80+% on these fucking stats. But yet you guys want to go to someone's fake-ass Instagram account and believe some fake-ass shit they're telling you. Deal with the real deal, guys. Somebody that knows players, coaches, CEOs, and can actually help you get the fucking money. That's what this is all about. One more preview, then I'm out of here. USC number 13, USC against number 13, Notre Dame. Notre Dame -7, total 57.5. Notre Dame is struggling offensively, but their defense is strong as shit. Notre Dame is 13th in success rate, 12th in rushing yards, and 4th in pressure rate. Here's the trend. The Irish are 23-2 straight up their last 25 home games, but be careful. The Trojans are 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games. Guys, like I said,
I got to add just 2 quick things. One, I got to do a shame on you to the LA Dodger fans. The Dodgers over there in Game 4 were down 3 runs. 7th inning, it was about 5 o'clock, 5:30 on the Pacific Coast.
Whole stadium cleared out.
Whole stadium cleared out. Major traffic in LA you would never want to go sit in. And the whole stadium clears out. The Dodgers make a nice little comeback. So shame on you fans. You're not real fans. You should throw away your Dodger uniforms and everything like that because you didn't stay there to support them. So shame on you. And I just got to make this very clear. Now, we love our Vegas Knights. I love our Vegas Knights. I'm here to support them. But this team will not be the same. We will be lucky to be a 6th, 7th, or 8th seed in the playoffs if we get there. I'm telling you, they've imploded our good team and have made us mediocre.
Traded away way too many good key factor players.
Correct. They have blown up our beloved team. And I understand you have to move on. It's a business, yada, yada, yada. But whatever they've done, they've fucked this team up. And Leonard is not our boy. We don't like him. I don't think our teammates like him.
The town don't like him.
Correct. And whether or not Fleury's too old and they got rid of Fleury, whatever, that's fine. But building around Leonard was not the way to go, and we're gonna take it up the ass this year with the Vegas Knights. I'm just telling you right now.
No doubt about it. At the end of the day, guys, like I said, you're looking for a second income, you're looking to get paid, DM me or go to VIPSportsLasVegas.com. Do what you can to work your way up to get my personal plays. Hit 75% on a regular basis and make yourself a second income. With Major League Baseball playoffs, NFL, college football, NBA in full effect, college basketball getting ready to start, NHL, first period totals, I'm 80+% again this season. Guys, you're either in the money train or you're getting ran the fuck over. Don't be fooled by all these bamboozler, fake-ass motherfuckers on Instagram and Twitter with their fake-ass followers, fake-ass verification, and everything fake about them. Living in rental houses, living with their parents, guys that are just straight full of shit. If you're going to work your ass off for your hard-earned money and you're going to gamble, remember one thing. VIP Sports takes the gamble out of winning. On behalf of VIP Sports, myself, the crew, the paparazzi, the VIP team, once again, you guys been kicking ass. We have been breaking records over here at VIP Sports, and I want you to be part of it. I love you guys. Stay aggressive, stay focused, stay positive, and remember one thing. Don't let the players be the only ones that get paid. Fair enough? We'll see you next week.
It's Steve Stevens. I bust your bookie head open. Split it to the white meat, I ain't joking. Me and Dirt Bomb in the ghost float. Straight OG like that kush I be smoking. It's way too potent for rookies to come hit it. A little white girl around, I might sniff it. Popping bub in the club, so twisted. My pops keeps telling me to go get it. So I'm at the sports book, betting big on the Clippers. I'm talking about 5 figures, I need a few shots of liquor. Might need another zipper if the bomb play me. Fuck around and put $500,000 on Tom Brady. When it comes to betting sports, Steve Stevens a beast. Need a certified winner called VIP Sports. Got too many felonies to ride around with my Glock, so sure to keep it since I got shot in Vegas like Bobby.